Yo, what it do, 2K fans? This your boy JuKIng the Boss, and I'm back at it again. And this time we're going over shooting guard builds. Now, shooting guard builds are your scorers. These are the people that you put in a position to score and score often, and they need to be most consistent when they're letting their shot go. And so what better way than to make sure that you got a build that is a consistent shooter? So we're going to talk about the 2 guard builds. I got 5 builds for you that I feel are competitive, and they're effective to be competitive, and you'll understand why by the time we're done. So the first one is your Playmaking Sharpshooter. Now, I know a lot of people think that because you go with playmaking secondary and everything like that, you're not getting the real benefits of having playmaking in the build because he won't get tier 3 dribbles and this, that, and the other. We're not talking about tier 3 dribbles. Tier 3 dribbles does not make you competitive. It just allows you to unlock more advanced animations when it comes down to dribbles. One thing that having higher ball handling does do is make your dribbles a little more faster. But at the end of the day, we're talking about competitive builds. So your playmaking sharpshooter. The thing that makes this build dangerous is how high that his shooting attributes go. And so when you look at how high these shooting attributes go, the fact that they both max out at 23, and you take into consideration that when you activate that takeover, that your shooting is the thing that's going to get boosted. So if your shooting gets boosted, then takeover essentially adds 10 points to your attributes. So let's say, for instance, as a shooting guard, when you max this out, you max it out, and it even maxes out at like 82. And you say, oh, that's crap. And then you activate your takeover. That goes up to 92. Let's say you threw some boost on. That's 102. And that's what you got to take into consideration. That's the person who I'm tossing the ball to every single time. The second that takeover badge is active, his ability to keep a defender in front of him isn't too bad. Playmaking gives him some good lateral quickness, some decent speed, and doesn't make him a complete liability. His post work isn't too bad. The fact that he can kick the rock around though makes it even better. So there are very few builds that could just do what they want with them on defense, and you might see a couple of those builds show up. But he can do a little bit of everything when it comes down to shooting the mid range. He could play a little bit in the post fade. Might give him a little cheese with that, and then he can give you the deep range ball. So now we're gonna take a look at this build's badges. So we're gonna go sharpshooting and we're gonna go playmaker. All right. So we update these badges. Corner specialist, deep range, dead eye, limitless range, tireless score, catch and shoot, free throw ace, quick reflexes, all that gold. If you get this build at 99, those all of a sudden go up to Hall of Fame. Mid range, dead eye, pick and pop, a teardropper, flashy passer, lob city passer, dimer, one man fast break, which means he got some speed. Getting it up to gold if you hit 99. And then you have difficult shots up and under, ankle breaker, break starter, pick and roll maestro, and charge card, which means that he's not a complete liability. You catch the right defender trying to bully him, you catch charge, get the ball for the team. And when it comes down to it, you essentially got a great shooter, a good enough ball handler to make the right pass, make the smart decisions, and do something with it, and somebody else who's out there who can run your offense. Not as effective as having a point guard with playmaker in them, but effective enough where they're not a liability for running your offense, and they're not a complete liability on defense. So then we're going to go to our next build, and our next build is a pure shot creator. Now, everybody has seen what the pure shot creator have been able to do over the past couple of years, and the pure shot creator is only going to get even more dangerous in 2K19. The pure shot creator, with the ability to freeze a person and make them fall off a step back jumper, the fact that they got some great shooting attributes, the fact that all their attributes are very averaged out to play great defense, has enough speed to keep a person in front of them, has enough speed to chase a person down, has enough lateral quickness to keep the offender in front of them, can check anywhere from the 1 to the 3, has a great post offense, which means that they can not only catch you on the island outside and pull up in your face, but they can also put you in the post and put you in the box. So going up against a 2 guard that decide they want to go with a lightweight person, you're going to end up having to rotate somebody else over to play help defense if he puts him in the post. Once he does that, it's a good game. It's over for him because he's going to roast him. His 3-point is not bad. Ball handling is very much close to the elites. making it the proper height and weight could get you close to those tier 3 dribbles that you want. But at the same time, you also have the height to do something with it. You can go in the paint. You can go in the paint, dunk really well. Finish at the rack with a nice layup. And then we're going to take a look at the badges. I believe I already have these pulled up. And let's see. Your shot creator right here on the right. And so you already look, he gets mid-range, difficult, tireless, and teardropper all at Hall of Fame. And at the early stages, when it comes down to his stamina draining, you know, these badges are going to come in handy. These badges are going to activate crazy left and right. Corner specialist, catch and shoot, acrobat, up and under specialist, free throw ace, all that gold. Deep range, dead eye, limitless range, lob city finisher, relentless finisher, drop stepper, ankle breaker, one man fast break, quick reflex on silver. Then you got things like posterizer, putback king, post spin technician, flashy passer, pick and roll maestro, lob city passer, dimer, and charge card. Essentially, this person can play in the paint, and if this person is the right person playing the 2, they can box the right person out and grab a rebound with grab an offensive board and put that bad boy straight on back. And they can also get a couple contact dunks on some people. So this is a build that's going to be effective playing the 2. It'll be effective playing the 3, but it's more effective playing the 2. That's where you want your score at. That's the closest thing you want to having a pure score on the court. Now, the next build we're going to go over is going to be essentially your sharpshooting shot creator. Now, this is one of my favorite builds. And the reason being is because people thinking that having 3-point shooting as a secondary skill makes you a liability on the court in this year's game because your overalls don't go past 90 when it comes down to these shooting attributes. But here's what they keep forgetting about. Is that for those who actually want to get their characters leveled up, and it seems like with so many different ways to do it, and it's such a fun thing to do, with people that actually want to get their characters leveled up to that 94, you're already going to have the takeover badge activated for your shot creator primary. So essentially, when you activate that takeover badge with shot creator primary, you can make a person fall off a step back. You can make a person fall off a turnaround jumper. If you look around, you'll see people showing you clips of doing just that. And it is without the shadow of a doubt, going to be the greatest way to create space. You imagine if you equip James Harden step back, you're gonna catch a person slipping, and it's gonna be worse than catching a person with the snatchback animation from last year because it's more organic. You can't complain about over committing and over pursuing and getting caught on an island. Get caught with a step back jumper that puts me behind the line, that puts me for the shot, the deep range ball. It's over. You're not stopping that. You're not recovering for that. You're going to need someone else to come over and help. And at that point in time, I can dish it because the ball handling is high enough and the passing is high enough that I can kick it to whoever's man collapse to help you out. But at the end of the day, this build has great lateral quickness, great speed and acceleration, decent strength. And when it comes down to playing in the post, this is also a build that can play in the post. Ball handling is high enough that he can move the rock and make a move or two. His layups and dunks are good enough to a point where they can finish on the fast break more often than not. They can finish with a clear lane to the basket. And there's certain dunk packages that people are forgetting about that don't require you to have posterizer, things like that are almost guarantee you a bucket. And we don't know whether those dunk packages are going to be back in the game in the same aspect they were last year. And if they are, you're still going to finish inside. You're still going to be able to play an inside-outside game. A shooting guard that could play the inside-outside game is just as dangerous as a power forward, even more dangerous than a power forward that could play the inside-outside game. You know, and that's just what I think. So now let's take a quick look at the badges for this build. So we got shot creating primary, sharpshooting secondary. Wow. So essentially, y'all notice that it almost didn't change with the shot creator versus the sharpshooting shot creator. Now the pure shot creator is going to get more badges, but if you really look at it, they have almost the same badges at the same level. Okay, so we got the mid-range dead eye, dip shot, tireless scorer, teardropper, but also you got corner specialist, deep range dead eye, catch and shoot, up and under specialist, free throw ace. All right, the deep range dead eye is here with the pure shot creator, limitless range for both of them in silver. Acrobat, lob city finisher, relentless finisher, drop stepper, ankle breaker, one man fast break, and quick reflexes. All these badges are very similar, except the pure shot creator get a few more. Now, that makes this build just as dangerous as your shot creator, if not a little more dangerous. Because when you take into consideration that this build's secondary attribute, secondary archetype is sharpshooting, knowing that they can do what they want when they want, makes them dangerous. Knowing that when they get to 94 and they activate takeover, they get a +10 to both their mid-range and their 3-point shooting. Knowing they get a +10 to their ball handling, it's going to make that step back jumper even more dangerous. It's going to make that build even more dangerous. And then take into the factor that they might have some boost on as well. This is a build that's going to be hard to guard. He's shooting in your face and he's not going to care. So that's going to be a dangerous build at the 2. Your next one is you take it and you flip it. You're shot creating sharpshooter. And the reason why these 2 builds, I like the sharpshooting shot creator first, but the reason why these 2 builds are almost interchangeable is this one has a better shooting touch, but still with the ability to get the step back J means that he's going to light you up, knowing that takeover badge is going to kill you. And so on this side, we got shot creator primary, sharpshooter secondary. The build we're looking at now is a sharpshooter primary, shot creator secondary. Corner specialist, deep range, dead eye, tireless scorer, catch and shoot. Okay, this build is going to be deadly. As you can see, the sharpshooting shot creator, which is the shot creator primary, has more badges in general, which means that if these badges each go up a tier, they're going to have more gold badges and whatnot. But if you notice, this build is going to have more Hall of Fame badges. And so knowing that with the sharpshooter primary, shot creator secondary, knowing that they're going to get that limitless range to go with that deep range dead eye at Hall of Fame makes this build dangerous, hecka dangerous. So that's going to be a great 2-guard build. It's not too much to really say about it, except that it could do some decent work on keeping a person in front of them on defense. It won't be able to really just like check anybody and everybody because of the sharpshooting. So you take a little bit of a hit, but those who really know how to play defense without help modifiers, without these little modifiers and everything like that, the only builds that are really going to roast this build are like slashers. Pure slashers, because they're gonna just bully them and move them out the way. Now, the next one we're gonna go over is your 2-way sharpshooter. Now, I understand that this build don't look like it's for everybody, but I want you to remember what I'm talking about the whole time: takeover, 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 takeover. And because that 3-point shooting is your primary, your takeover ability is gonna make you shoot the lights out the gym. Your takeover ability is going to make you the most dangerous person on the court. And the only person that'll be more dangerous than you is a pure sharpshooter. Real talk. And then having the defense as a secondary keeps you from being a liability on defense. And because you're a sharpshooter, when you activate takeover, like don't let the wingspan crap fool you. Like real talk, if you got sharpshooting as your primary, you can afford to have max wingspan. Real shooters know how to shoot. And so I wouldn't discourage anybody from having max wingspan, especially because the only reason why you wouldn't really have max wingspan is if you want to focus on getting tier 3 ball handling and all that kind of stuff. But if you're a shooter, take the ability of boosting your contested shot while taking the hit to your open shot, because you never know when you're going to need it. And some people will tell me that I'm wrong for that, but sometimes the game will read a contested shot when there ain't nobody around you. And you got to be prepared for something like that. Like at least if your contested shot is better than your open shot, when you activate takeover, you get a +10 to both of them. When you activate takeover, your skills are going to excel beyond their normal capabilities. When you activate that takeover, and if you have boosts, you're going to be dangerous. This is a build that I say safe bet build. It's not the safest bet build, but it's a safe bet build for the 2-guard because it means that they can shoot, but they can also play. Now there are a couple of builds that are interchangeable between the 2-guard and the 3, and when we get to talking about the small forwards, I will tell y'all which builds those are. But this is a build that's safe to run at the 2. Doesn't make you a liability. You can get back on defense. You can play some defense. You won't just be you just won't be barbecue chicken out there. and that's what makes this build really good. So those are my. Now hold up, yeah. Let me show y'all something with that build. Let me show y'all real quick what that build's two-way abilities look like. So all his badges on gold is corner specialist, deep range, limitless, tireless score, catch and shoot, free throw ace, and quick reflexes. Mid range, pick and popper, teardropper, defensive stopper, charge card, pick dodger, pickpocket, chase down artist, and bruiser. Difficult shots, lob city finisher, posterizer, up and under. Now, those are some great badges to have. Knowing if you can get to 99, if there's a possibility if you get to 99, you won't feel bad if these badges go up to Hall of Fame. Makes you even more dangerous, and the fact that these badges will go up to gold makes you even more dangerous. You will be a threat on the court to all other guards. The only position that would strike a little more fear to you is something like your pure shot creator or your lockdown defender. So those are my picks for competitive builds at the 2 guard. Let me know what you think when it comes down to strictly competitive builds that you think will shine bright in Pro-Am, on the competitive circuit, on the competitive scene, especially at the 2 guard. Did I leave something out that you think makes a great shooting guard comp build? Let me know down in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on post notifications so you always catch each video the moment it comes out. And also check out one of the 2 videos you see on screen. This your boy JuKING the Boss, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.